HP, decided to take his priority to get rid of the trademark instead of go for the kill, and that's going to cost him his life, but that's still totally fine. Still into the round 2v3 here, but of course the bomb's about to go, and that's going to be a third point for Paper Rex.
Right there. Good lead now. It might feel good to see this. Alright, you could have seen...
Of course it feels good.
No, it just feels good because they haven't had this... Okay, well, I won't say a lead so far, alright? But Bleed is the one right now that got to play catch-up. Just a little bit. The lead isn't that far ahead right now, but when you give Paper Rex like an inch, I don't think they go a mile, they go some light years ahead sometimes, right? Yeah, but the saying goes that if you give an inch, they'll take it a mile. And now where Paper Rex right now is building up this bank. They can drop 2 rounds and be comfortable with it because they, you know, if they pick this map with Forsaken going around making those plays, making the spaces, that's exactly what a Neon should do. His main role isn't so much to get those frags, it's about to confuse the enemy, spread them out, get all this kind of information, which is exactly what he's going to do right now.
Ooh, popping the ultimate, trying to get to the back line. Right now in Paper Rex's mind, it's just trying to get into the site as deep as possible as well. And once in position, they're going to be able to lock themselves down. Doesn't matter about shower control whatsoever, as long as they get, once they're in position and plant that spike, they're totally fine. Jing, literally the man holding back 4 core members, managed to get 1 in the process, and Lexi in the other hand for the respective trade. Forsaken, spraying and tapping it all the way. I guess you could say he went for great tap dancing classes because he's facing the music, but I guess the notes ran out.
That 3 was not supposed to happen. The movement, he got triple peak and he got all of them too. It wasn't exactly a lineup, but now Bleed, now Mindfade's gonna come on from behind. Maybe even a knife though. Can't even get it. He's taking some time to look into him and he gets it!
Oh man! Oh man, dude, in Mind Freak's mind right now, I'm pretty sure he's like whispering to himself, yeah, don't turn around, just keep looking forward. I'm gonna come closer to you as I slice and dice you at the same time. Absolutely, I believe that's gonna be the first knife we see here in the series, or day number 3 of the VCT here. So absolutely thrilling here. Paper Rex definitely having a ball, have a lot of massive control and firepower. But in the end, I guess you could say finally, Forsaken is finally in his. I guess you could say he's in his realm right now because of the fact that he's able to just manage to get all these respective frags.
Is he lining up? Wait, is there a lineup for that? No way, right?
I don't think so. Not to my knowledge for sure.
Okay. Now it's a bit slow compared to earlier. We got Yoru's TP actually making his way all the way inside A actually if he wants to TP. And he's in already right now. Jing opening up the site. There's going to be a random Maxi here. He's going to run out there and in that little cubby got some Lexi. But Maxi still managed to trade it out though with Jing. Something to say. If someone pushes out though, Jing could be in a lot of trouble. Retreats back to U-Haul. Okay, should be fine.
Oh, they are in their element and a nice timing with the flash. Not sure what was that intended or not to back up Jing, but it still works either way. No one is checking out that U-Haul, and Davai is gonna be very comfortable as he pops up to get that frag. I guess because a little bit of confidence with the fact that once Jing died, they did. I guess you could say they sort of assume for the fact that maybe he was the only one there, and they're gonna be paying the price as Davai popped it out of nowhere and flanked it from the side.
Finally, the
necessary timeout.
We were awaiting this for quite a while now.
The necessary timeout, yes.
For this team, I'd say maybe third or 4th round, right? Maybe some other teams a bit more confident, maybe on the 6th or 7th round. But of course, you can call a timeout anytime round. Like remember on Icebox, it was a 3-2 scoreline.
Right.
They still call a timeout. You need to recollect these things sometimes. And of course, Bleed this one, not the same Bleed we see on Icebox earlier. Maybe because it's Paper Rex's map pick, I don't really know. But all in all, it's just the kind of coordination on this map seems to be much better for Paper Rex.
It's very hard to stop them, right? I mean, it's not because of the momentum they sort of set for themselves here, but it's because of the utility that allows Jing to really not only to have a perfect follow-up with all those utilities, but able to literally go across the distance here. My God, they can't even play in U-Haul for too long in a way because the fault line and the flash will still connect here. So they all constantly have to back off, and that just gives us so much control to get to the back of the side. And the thing is this: if you're an attacker, you almost get to the back of the side of A. What form of control would you have for yourselves here?
especially if you are standing on the back right there, and if you get flashed and you don't know Yoru's TP is there, you are in a lot of trouble.
Oh man.
So the fake, I mean, fake out is another thing as well. I haven't really seen it like do much plays. After all, it's quite easy to spot a fake out. It actually walks a little bit slower than the rest. Oh no!
Yeah.
That's actually a little bit overzealous there. Here we see the fake out, and we are pushing it in, of course. The smoke on default. Let's see if they can push out through A short. Jing and Davai gets one for their own as well. And Davai picked up the next one up there in U-Haul. Get Lenny last person left. That is a stinger. Needs to do a lot to get things done. This is gonna be another knife! The second knife for Bankai! No, wait, was it the first knife was for Mind Freak?
Yeah, first
one is Mind Freak. So the two daddies in Valorant got each knife for their own, and you love to see that.
Oh my god. That's literally all I could say is just oh my god. Yeah, and the worst part about it is that Bleed Esports really went for a spin there, right?
Yeah.
You saw the toxic screen being set. The positioning that they have for that defense was perhaps to try
Picked
to
up the
slow down
next-
that A shot, and that left literally only shout to one person for that defense there. But with a quick, of course, utility exchange with Forsaken, picked him up and gained shower control so swiftly as well. There was literally nothing that could stop them.
So Lexi with a very early orbital strike as well. Now Jing already kind of bypassed that pit. He goes in, but you disrespect Maxi. Let is going to do something about you. But Forsaken comes in from behind because of the TP. Will take out that. The Viper's pin down. Forsaken catches the flag, and Bleed is falling like flies. Only Piv left standing. We're against 4 members of Paper X. They got the teleporter. They can even play around with it if they want. They got an entire minute to spare and a lot of room to wiggle about.
I can't believe it. In a span of 20 seconds, so much depth, so much mobility was committed in that one round here. And literally an absolute crazy, beautiful display of skills from both sides. But Paper Rex, what a dominant lead, really leaving their mark on the round. Though. Like you would think like everyone is a threat, but you would think like Jing and Forsaken is a threat, but it's because of this really nice setup coming in from Bankai. Fault line, flashes, so much great utility assistance as well. Really setting the pace for them to really have a nice, carefree engagement into the side. What a flash.
Yeah, for Bleed though, what can they do to try to stop this
Stop the
overwhelming
bleeding.
response? That seems to get old, so I try to prevent myself from doing that sometimes. But we got the Nightfalls coming out. It will trail out a couple of people, and we have it. Yep. Mind Freak will take advantage of that Boombot out there. The Boombot actually gets one too. I forgot to point out. But still, got 2 people left there on Bleed that still try to get this maybe, but very unlikely. Mind Freak is really on the back. When you pull out your iPad, maybe you can hear it though. The molly's about to dissipate. Where they are in, yes, takes out Durion there. He's not really having a hot game here right now.
Oh.
The right click, all 3 bullets, 78 damage to the body. Lenny was actually very low for that one already. What's going on? What's going on there?
The crazy thing about this, right? If the round didn't end that quickly, I would have said that shower, the amount of utility that Bleed Esports was throwing in there, snake bites and everything else to try to stall Paper X there, I would say that it was so fantastic for Paper X because there was so much utilities being committed to try to buy the necessary amount of time. But Paper X just doesn't care. They just get the control, they get the frag, they just dive straight to it. Despite all the utilities being thrown at them towards shower control, they still succeed. And now let's see how well they do towards the mid. Guiding light, but the Prowler and the Roomba keeps them at bay here, and they still sustain.
Saying this right now, Davai is out there. Durion finally gets one for himself, but can't land the second one with the Sheriff. Now, in the meantime, though, Paper X already find themselves on site once again. It's always been like this. 4 versus 2 situation like this. Maxi, though, at least he gets Bankai unsuspecting. He caught him out there right now, though. Jing narrows down. He's at 15 HP. Take out Maxi. Lexi, last person left standing. He's got a gun off for his own self. But 3 people to try to clear out before even getting close to a defuse.
Still, Lexi pre-setting the smokes for this re-engagement. Gets tagged instantly. Literally an annihilation of our poor man towards Hookah. Didn't even stood a chance at that one.
Okay, Paper X woke up. I say I had enough of what happened with the with Bleed on Icebox here. You can see how like the way they're playing, and it just exhumes not just from their gunplay, but from their movements as well. And we were graced with 2 knives.
Yep.
Think about that. But in terms of scoreline though, 0-9, didn't see it. I would like to think that at least that Bleed will be able to put some numbers. But if Paper X really runs away with 13-0, I mean, that will be another one for the books.
It is definitely one for the books. It'll be the first one as well. Jinx pops the showstopper, trying to look for a couple of bodies as well. The spot towards the long, gets rid of one towards Garden as well. There's still one towards the long side as well, but they're not going to be fully checking. They assume there's actually no one else there. Jing fully pushes himself forward. Spots 1, spots 3. He has 3 on the counter, but Pip shuts him down before any further damage will be delivered by Jing. But as we were focusing on Jing, they're still Forsaken, Davai, and Mind Freak. Forsaken didn't really last too long. Davai is there to go for the respective trade. The 3v3 Spike is in hand though.
It's not in hand. Spike's
on the ground,
too,
yeah,
while everything was going on in B. We got an A that was a sneak plan, and it is good that Paper X got this plan. And not just that, they planted with 3 people left for each team, which is completely doable. Let's see. Retake situation right now. Sorry, that was a bit of a mouthful. But Mindfreak spots one right now there. And they're trying to spray through the smoke. Actually, Piff with the 3rd one right now too. But his post is looking so good right now for Paper X with the orbital strike. And it deletes Piff off the map there. And it's going to be the 3rd one as well for him. We are on 0-10 right now. They got to say goodbye to themselves, but I think they're okay with it. The bank.
I mean, hey, you know, if anyone asks, like, how do you shut down Piff? Drop an orbital strike. That's pretty much the only thing you can do here. My God. Unbelievable. There's really no way for Piff to get out of that situation as well. And the positioning, and the thing is this, with the positioning of the orbital strike as well, it was actually intended for Piff to actually come back towards the Asia right into the crosshairs of both of the players of Paper X, getting ready to go for the crossfire here. It's 10-0 here. Couldn't find an actual opening so far. There were some rounds that was a little bit more closer than some, but the guiding light with a nice flash or follow-up as well, there would not be any connection. Tags, no casualties.
Carlos will actually keep them back. Jing is very low though. He needs to push up forward first. Never mind. Like I see, managed to find that frag.
Wow.
Davai, big shot in there. The smoke is going to come out a little bit too late. He jumps up. Maxi finds his head. But he's still on a 4 versus 3 situation here. Yes, they're on in. Jing with the W. He's fearless. He moves forward. And he actually gets punished by Lexi. If only there was a headshot. But it's completely fine. Now Lexi is very, very low. Enable entirety of Paper X to maybe just reposition himself first before going in. Oh no, Lexi's coming out. He immediately gets a shot onto Bankai. Reposition, 5 HP. And still though, at that close range of a headshot, maybe of an overkill. But it's Forsaken Mind Freak against Piff, and they will be fine to take this TP.
Oh yeah, now the real question is, was this a fake one or not? He only heard 1, but that rotation not necessary. Mind Freak blowing out everyone's mind here as he gets that final 4.
Okay,
this is last round. 11-0, last round. I mean,
don't let it be 12-0. They gotta crack this egg right now.
I'm just gonna say it, right? You know, I have the tendency of experiencing deja vu, right? So I've seen reverse sweeps in this situation. Do you think there's an opportunity? I feel there could be.
There's always a world that can be like this. Of course, it's undoubtedly so. But since Bleed won their map pick, I would expect Paper X to also win their map pick, but not by this long shot. All right.
Oh,
last round already, so we definitely have to see if we can crack this. Otherwise, 12-0. Next round, we're gonna rely on that pistol to see if Bleed try to, you know, just do something about it.
Falling back, even the ultimate coming in for the side. Lenny is also committed as well. They want to get as much information as possible. Despite not being a contest, Mind Freak gets to the sidelines, gets Darian though, but Piff managed to trade things up. 4v4 here, but it's still totally fine. They still got Forsaken. Davai is going to be falling down in suit, try to retaliate, but Lenny still transitioning to a 2K. Toxic Screen does come down, and Forsaken gets nice and close. He does spot 1 coming out of it as well. Fault line does connect at the same time, but thank God for the Toxic Screen, he's still sustained. Flashpoint forward also allows him to get the kill no less either way.
The movement is so good, by the way. Forgot to mention it's the 4 versus 2 right now. It's going to be a 3 versus 1. Yeah, Forsaken's right there, but do not underestimate this man. But there will be an operator trade onto him. Piff in another 3K. The sleeper, they broke the egg. No 12-0, guys. But the Hill were 10 points in a row to catch up to this. Just one more point for a match point for Paper Rex.
Oh man, this is a tough. That's a lot of work cut out for them. Like, and I mean a lot of work to cut out to really climb back into this round. And the crazy thing about it, Paper Rex is not going to allow them either way. But let's just see whether they have the same form of aggression which Paper Rex has been delivering them during their when they were on the attacking side here.
I'm still trying to wonder what Bleed can even come close to do to just crack Paper Rex. Okay, yes, this Paper Rex map for sure, but like, is there anything, any strat, any cross they can do for this?
This is hard because they don't really have the fault line to try to actually force them out of those corners as well. So they are dependent to try to get those peaks before going into the line of sight, but they're not going to allow it. Some may be confident to do it, but hey, there it is. Darren punishes a person who actually overextended a little bit too much. And that's going to be a 1 for the books here for this run.
Bit more quiet right now. Piff actually heard a couple of footsteps while they're checking into A side. Okay, Jinx spotted it out. He's gonna come in here, and it seems like Dorian, the double as well right now. He took off the 2 duelists from Paper Rex's side. Now they got this plant. Dorian is... How many times have you seen people at 1 HP?
I think it's just Darren. I feel like
Yeah,
I've always been seeing Darren just 1 HP by far. Oh,
Shesh.
good pick from Ben Kai though.
It's enough. 3 on 4. Let's see how coordinated they are for this retake. They're going in. That's disgusting shot on Titavai here.
And it's satisfying in a really bad way, but still, that was absolutely insane with that hit hunter. Still, last man standing, Bankai sprays it, and Sally couldn't pray for it anyway to get that win. That's gonna be the pistol round in the hands of Bleed Esports here. Let's see whether they're able to further extend their lead for this one. Oh.
Even a 4th in that case, right? So taking down 3, which they will most happily take out those. Oh my gosh. Dorian going ham. He's got half shields and the Phantom LFG. Alright. For the rest of them, try to hold it out and then translate that into the bonus after this one though. Yeah, Paper Rex only holding down with the shorties and see if they can get lucky tonight.
Well, there's a lot of corners. And they know for sure that like the only one that can actually really force them out will be most likely just the pain shells, right, and the snake bites. But they want to try to prioritize that. Okay, maybe not the pain shell, but the snake bite particularly. They want to try to set that up for the post plan at least here. So shorties with confidence, they don't mind taking a nice close in personal. Maxi was able to find Forsaken, shuts him down. That's big, you know. Now let's see what else they can do for the long side. A little bit of aggression coming in. Check out Jing where he is now.
Be quiet even though they won this. Yes. Punishes the Vi. And first time it was Forsaken, right? Yeah, exactly. Yep. How they try to push out together. And yeah, Bleed switched it up. You would think that they have weapons they will push, but they decide to play it slow. And it worked out. I mean, I'm definitely sure that they will be able to get this plan and a post-plan situation, but full shields onto Piff too.
Well, you know, slow and steady wins the race, though. Poison Cloud comes in, tries to keep that at bay. Toxic Screen doesn't bring the pre-set up. Close it down. Their main goal is really to get to the side hill. They have enough players to really hold guard towards the E short side as well. All they need to be concerned is the backup side at the moment. Fault line comes in, but Piff has the lines aside with preset here. An easy picking for this side here, especially since they're on flat ecos here.
Flat ecos. 311. First bonus right now for Bleed. Bulldogs, an Ares. Would it work?
It's not. It's not about whether will it work. It's more like it has to work.
Okay, yeah, you're right. They're attacking. It has to work, right? So
it's like, hey, you know, if it doesn't work, it's just match point for Paper Rex.
Bomb buddy out.
We got Maxi's wall. Actually, sorry. Ain't gonna work out. Yeah, say Maxi's wall is cutting up at A, and they're trying to just play separate a little bit here, but Lenny instantly gets punished there. That has to be an A hit right now, right? So 2 of Paper X's members, they're just pushing out to showers, make sure no one's out there. But little do they know, that's gonna be Lexi out there as well. If Dave Tunny push through in, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. Jing almost gets the second one, but a very important member is out, and that's actually Maxi. Down to 5 versus 3.
The worst part about it, Lexi was on his way to get that shower control, which is a slightly too late, and it's going to cost Maxi his life. So does Lexi as well. Trying to hold on the line with one other team remaining as well, but couldn't last for too long, and it will be a flawless round. And Paper Rex taking match point in our map of Bind.
Good one here. Told you that bonus though maybe couldn't fight against the rifles coming out from Paper Rex, because they not only have to fight guns, they have to fight those strats against, like, in their defending side, right? So the moment if there's a flaw in their system in terms of like advancing forward, suddenly they will bleed, believe it or not.
Oh. They definitely made the gods bleed in the first map, and they were not happy. This second map is literally their retaliation here, and both players actually blast packet together at the same time. They had the same idea and the same plan. A defensive rolling thunder does come to the line side here to allow them to get their base control. 3v3, make that 2v2 in this situation as they're all taking it all fight outside. Are they defenders? It seems like they're attackers instead.
I don't know, man. They went out of showers, you know, they freshened up, and then all of a sudden it was a bloodbath outside right there. And as for Sega, he's gonna be down one more. They know Lenny's here. He's tracking him down. He's peeking it out. Sentinels of Light, Vandal. So I'm gonna plant it in front of you. Probably even pop out that. He's not even gonna TP away. Stuns his own teammate. All for good measure. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Lenny adjusts his Bankai. I guess the memes went overheat for this.
Oh man, Forsaken definitely pulling out quite the stun there.
Wait, is he gonna TP? If he doesn't TP, would he have enough time? Or is he gonna save here?
No, he's gonna go.
Oh, no. Wait, the plan is not down yet. The plan,
30 seconds
the
left.
big brain play. He's lying in wait already. He's reading Lenny like a book. No way.
Oh no, he heard him as well. Spot the plan, spot the head, and that's gonna be the end of that chapter of this story, ladies and gentlemen here. A big brain 200 IQ play. And the best part about it, really, I guess you can say he really overthink that situation.
Yeah, I would say Paper X is just taking it like another Tuesday night, guys. Look at them. They said another job well done. We are going to move on to game number 3. Super well played by that. I mean, Bleed put on the competition in round number 1 against Icebox. And when Paper Rex realized that they have some real hard time against Bleed, they just picked, on Bite, they just went ham. Okay, 11-1 on the first half, but after all, still both teams won on their own maps. Our decider is going to be Breeze, and man, let me tell you, I know this is this is a Paper Rex map in a certain extent, but I'm not sure too much about Bleed yet.
This is gonna be cutting it really close, right? Because now we're slowly going back into a map which both teams are very well accustomed to as well here, and also well to adapt here. Now with the new addition to certain agents like that and certain nerfs as well, we might see a potential change in certain composition, rather similar to what we've been seeing here in Bind. There's a lot of first times for me here. First time Fade. First time we're not seeing our casual double initiators, double controllers alongside as well. But of course, Bind, like what we discussed before, right? Bind is really the kind of map which, Bleed really tries to ban it out of the competition if possible. And even if they got played out, they haven't had much success compared to Paper Rex, who's been really trying to bring it back here for the past few months now.
We actually saw the reenactment of Galaxy Esports and Avium, where a double duelist went up against double controller, and the double duelist won. Same thing here right now. Paper Rex did it in a dominant fashion, alright? And look at that, 1-11 to start it off here. Piff has actually gotten some nutty shots too, but I just think that like the rest of the team wasn't able to keep up. Not to say keep up with Piff, but just keep up with the tempo that Paper X brought to the table.
It was so difficult because literally at every turn and every corner, there's always going to be a fight. There's always going to be a pick. There's always going to be a chance and a duel, and they're not giving any leeway. Even when it was Paper X turn to be on the defending side, they were cutting any corners. They were saying like, hey, we'll take the fight to you guys, except for like literally that 2 players who were only handling shower control. The rest, everyone else on that B side was pushing out, was always moving up.
Look at the score. Guys, Mind Freak is 3.4 KDA. But Jing is 300 combat score, Forsaken 304. It's just 4 ACS away, but hello, Mind Freak 3.4 KDA, that's nuts. But on the side of Bleed though, what can we address? We see that Darion couldn't pop off as he wanted to, alright, as Raze. He had a hard time, especially the first like 6 or 7 rounds, whereas the rest of the team, like Lenny, his Hawk as well as his Trailblazer trying to find some movements around, but of course, Paper X able to read them around easily, this being their map, of course, and the reason why Piff MVP as well, because we saw all those big frags. So even though he's got 12 kills, it's a 1.0 KDA, 208 combat scores. So right now, we gotta look past that. Gonna look at Breeze that's coming up next already. I don't know about their lineups, but I'm just saying that Paper X will have an edge just because I know how Paper X plays how Paper X plays Breeze. It's such a mouthful. But Bleed though, yeah, no stats I see so far for Breeze.
Wasn't it Ascent?
No, it's Breeze.
Okay.
Ascent was
Was one of
Galaxy
the
and Lace, my man.
Alright.
So yeah.
Oh man, many games that we've been witnessing here today. It's been pretty hectic and pretty crazy at the same time here. But now I guess you could say in that the difference between I guess you could say we can see a confrontation between Bleed Esports members' capabilities against Paper X in the map of Icebox, right? But I think it's only in Bind where we see the difference in map knowledge and comfortability and how you really want to tackle upon it, right?
Yeah.
I think Bleed Esports was really trying to look for a lot more of those picking and dual battles, which is which by the way more common than usual instead of that oppressive push. I think that Breach Pick really elevated and escalated their pushing abilities when they were on the attacking side. But speaking of breaching out of the scenes here, we're going to be taking a quick short break, but don't go away for too long because the final decisive match between these two titans will happen right after this quick short break.
many members moving in so quickly here. Listen to the absolute symphony of footsteps. Now you have to move away and move into Leonard. The Lions strike with his Frey, and Frey continues to slay. Could it be the pistol?
Because if they rush back into him and he doesn't find those strikes, that could be painful, but he finds every single one of them. Are you kidding me, Forsaken?
This is the all-star matchup today on a beautiful Saturday afternoon, of course. My name is Xeno Viper, and with me here is Liolo Lee. Welcome back to the Valorant Challengers Malaysia-Singapore Stage 2, alright, where we have already witnessed 2 games of Bleed Esports against Paper Rex. Both teams took a map of their own. Now we are on map number 3. That's going to be Breeze.
It's going to be a really fantastic map. Like, by far, we've been getting really unorthodox maps, or maps that has been commonly banned here in MYSG. I'm really happy this deciding we managed to get to all 3 games though. And then finally into the map of Breeze. A map which we haven't seen for a relatively long time. From my point of view, of course, and personally experienced here in VCT. But let's see how well they're going to be able to deal with the situation, because it's from the beginning where we see Bleed having quite the win and the lead for themselves. They feel great. Suddenly you go to a map of Vine and you couldn't do anything about it. The morale may not be on time high.
Alright, I mean, just to recap for you guys, 13-7 was the first map, 13-3 for second. Both their own map picks, alright? They actually won it, so we actually don't know who's going to win out Breeze just yet. We got high hopes for any of these teams. After all, this is all-star matchup, right? In Southeast Asia.
All-star.
Okay, these are, I believe, easily one of the top 2 teams in Southeast Asia alone.
It's going to be nice and breezy, ladies and gentlemen, as we decide and crown the top, I guess you could say really the top dog here in our current standings in the group stages here. I mean, we'll finally decide it later on in the playoffs, but we still will have 3, of course, we'll still have 3 teams to represent MYSG in the APAC competition later on. But Breeze, right now, what is the stakes here? What really is the stakes here when it comes to agent composition here? Because for me, I have a few ideas what they might try and might turn things around, but it can get a little bit spicy, especially for Paper Rex.
Pro players kind of know what they want to usually pick for here, but of course for maybe newer viewers or people who like to understand how agent abilities work in different maps, Breeze is usually more of a larger stage one. Brimstone usually sees lesser play because not because map is too large, but smoke's too limited. So you want smokes that can cover larger radius. So usually Viper, okay. Sova scans can always scan a larger area as well. Sometimes you can even swap out that for an Astra. Astra do see play sometimes. But right now as well, to watch flanks always, you're gonna need that chamber. Now for the last one though, if you're going for that duelist, a single duelist lineup, you can always go for Neon, you can go for Raze, you can go for Jet. But if you're running double duelist, maybe you might need to sacrifice one of the controllers or the initiators.
I think right now it's also a pretty decent lineup because it's still a massive area. The flash still is one of the few best flashes in the game as well to follow up.
Sometimes, yeah, people can go for that.
They can, and it has been done as well by Paper Rex. But of course, it has been swapped in between. But I think if Davai wants to bring back his KO for this map,
I think he just might, honestly.
I think he will, and I think it'll be great as well. It really will be that great, but Viper is definitely going to be a very crucial one here, as it is the only one of the few agents that you can have really able to cover a huge radius.
I'll be surprised if he goes for this breach here. No way, right?
No,
like, there's no way. This is a KO map. This is a KO map.
No, you can go breach. It's just
Davai. Oh, he's got the breach. Okay, sir. I want to see how you play it. Otherwise, it's done. That's Forsaken with the Neon. Get on site. Open it up. Benkai is still going to be on that Sova. So they actually decide to go with the Astra rather than the Viper. I talked about this earlier. They do have a preference since Maxi is choosing on that Viper route. Other than that though, it's almost like a mirror, right? The indispensable ones will be the Sova and the Viper and Chamber, I would say, because map is so big. You need those flanks watched.
Definitely. I guess you could say in this case they are really they're going to be very dedicated in their pushes.
Yeah.
We might see some skirmish or a battle of attrition between both of these teams. Definitely in one of the main entrances here for sure.
Yeah.
But definitely not for too long. Once the timer does come down to the line, they are going to be really competent for this, especially with that Astra. Like there is no way you can mess around when you have an Astra in your lineup.
I think we don't talk about Neon enough, man. I just don't know. It's so much untapped potential,
right?
And it just and I suddenly feel that suddenly all the pro players start to feel the same way. That's why we start to see it incorporating them into their own lineups. And so the more we see Neon, maybe the more natural people start to feel about picking this agent. So let's see how Forsaken takes this out. Ooh, this is where. That is where Zed made his studio. They actually made it into Breeze. I didn't realize this.
This is very cool.
The Spectrum bundles. pay to win, guys. Riot, take my money.
Yeah, really, just take all my money. I want all the skins, RGB, you name it, give it to me as well. But now with the fresh new stars, ladies and gentlemen, don't hold your breath for too long as a massive aggression comes in. Forsaken, are you the defender or not? Because there's so many times he gets so far behind the back line. But it's amazing at the same time because it doesn't really hurt them that much since this is still the pistol round.
Yep, that's right. I mean, the trade is the best thing that can happen. Imagine if Forsaken got that kill and ran away. He's fast. But Bleed wasn't exactly a slow entry either, but kind of a fast one, I would say. So Dura's up there. He's up at 40. Takes out Mind Freak. He's trying to make this run. He's at 10 HP. He runs to cover, but Davai kind of ready for that. Is that a lineup? Would he actually land onto him? Oh, instantly though, the dash comes out. Durion will live for now, but the door will open, and they're trickling on site here. Jing immediately taken out there, down by Piff with a double for himself. Davai last man standing.
No
and still
way.
takes on one in the meantime, but there's 3 members left of Bleed left alive. A little bit overwhelming for Davai, to say the least.
Still, once again, a good start. It's confidence building as well. And these guys are definitely loving the fact that they managed to secure this pistol round for themselves. And of course, just want to remind everyone as well, it is not, let's just be honest, Xenoviper, it's not impossible to win on the pistol. It's not impossible to win on the Nico round. It's just that it's a lot more difficult to do it though. But this is Paper Rush we're talking about. But they're also going up against Bleed Esports. So any magic can happen between these two teams in this session as it is. But of course, the highest win rate should be in the hands of Bleed Esports.
Some people do say that Bleed had the experience here as well. I want to see how this unfolds up here. In which first round already went to Bleed. Some shares being invested on the side of Paper Rex. There's a lot of ground to cover before he can go in. Here comes the zoom. He slides into Piff right there with a triple. How do you do this? Always ending up with a 3K, 4K sometimes, and surviving. Now the rest of them, of course. I mean, Eco Fragger is a thing. Now we got Jing, last man standing. Of course, he's holding down sight. Don't think he can do much. The spike's free to be planted.
Spike planted.
Bleed should have 2 easy ones here. Very, very good lead coming up right now at the first 2 rounds.
There's what?
Okay, sir.
Jing, I was just about to say it too. I was about to call it. I said Jing might be dead, but no. He finally goes down for sure now, but dang. Jing definitely knows how to ensure that he's not going down without a trade at least here. There's call for the rebuy, but you know they did win the round, and Maxi going for the rifles also will be a pretty good call. A bonus round for the side here for Paper Rex to try to see if they can try to turn things around. If not, we're going back straight to equals here. And so far, I can't really say too much since we're only like 2 rounds in here, especially since Paper Rex has been on eco the entire time. But positioning-wise, Bleed Esports has been ensuring there's always a body, there's always a man at certain angles here to really catch them off guard here.
Let's play.
But that's a very, very quick out coming out from Piff.
That's all that fries from those 2 rounds, man.
Yeah, but let's see the W really works out right now. They're opening up outside. There's Mind Freak, of course. He's being walled up and he's being scanned up there. So he has got to be careful. Throughout that, he could be dead. Yeah, that's Piff overextending, and his ult gets no value.
Oh man, he was trying to bait it out, but look at Maxi. Spots one from the distance as he held his position back at the toxic screen. Catches 2 with the back line here, instantly securing their exit. However, Davai is still at play. And they know Maxi is at the back line. They want to try to defuse it as much as possible. But the snake bite is delaying it, but eventually the triple tap will eventually connect on him. And the Bleed will not be able to save this round.
you call that a thrifty? No, because this is... Oh yeah, it's already 1-2, sorry. I thought it was still the second round.
Ooh, man, if they won on an eco round like that, I'll be like, yo, that's crazy.
I wasn't paying attention to the score. I apologize. But who's the one that's having the... Oh, ooh, I thought I saw it on Piff for a second. But...
He was thinking about it.
I saw a world that he could. I mean, he was 6'2". He does have the sort of the economy for it if he wants. But because like they are attacking, it's gonna be a little bit awkward. Yes, you can hold flanks, but like maybe you want to be in the skirmish for a little bit. Let's see how they play this out though. The knife will clear out elbow, no one's there, but Mind Freak will ping. See someone is already here. They will actually gravity well this out. Very, very good smoke as well to see if can force it up only through that little elbow there. But Forsaken, it takes already Maxi. In the meantime, I think they know Mind Freak's up there, but he's not being scanned. Instantly coming out will be the cross between Davai and Mind Freak. Bankai Forsaken joins the party and say hello. Yes, you know they say two's a party, three's a crowd. No, dude, five's a party.
Oh man, I mean it could be Nirvana, but then again, look at Forsaken just strafing it all the way, making his way doing this mid rotation. You know, a lot. I like to tell people that, you know, Breeze. One of the few reasons why people don't really like Breeze because of the fact that reinforcement coming in from one bomb site to another, it feels relatively long, and it is long as well. But with Neon in Forsaken hands, it just makes it look as if like it was never there in the first place.
I agree. Look, literally, the defense is playing on offense. Forsaken pushing out again. Davai has already gone one. Maxi will punish Forsaken though, but they still have the man disadvantage. Immediate repositioning from Davai. It will come out here, and Bankai will make this push out there, even though Lexi will get one in return.
Oh, Snakebite is definitely going to try to stall them for time, but this is the wrong place to stall as well. You're the attacking side. What are you guys trying to defend yourself from in this case here? But Maxi managed to hold his ground. It's a 2v2, a little bit of an over-aggression coming from Paper Rex, and managed to equalize the scoreline. But that doesn't mean Bleed Esports out of the danger just yet. They barely got out with that with their lives now, and barely tagged down low enough for that for a quick body shot as well to finish the job.
Oh, he spots him out as well. The double for Jing. They got little. Okay, they pushed out. Yes, but I think it worked out. You know, even though just Forsaken lost his life to start it off, a lot of things happened out there in Cave. Davai being one of them, but
dude, a lot of things could have gone wrong, man. Like a lot of things could have gone wrong.
Yeah, that's right.
But you know, at least now, Bleed, I guess you could say Bleed Esports will be a lot more attentive for over or hyper aggressive plays, especially coming from Forsaken. This is not the first time he did it, by the way. I mean, not only on other match. For this man in particular, that will be the third time he's done it.
There you go. Oh no! The Neon's gonna go sheesh time right now! But he's gonna be addressed by Durian first off. The first shot hits, 101 damage, and he's done. Bye, goodbye, see you later. But still, Davai catches one. That is one of your smokers already down. Yep, Forsaken can't get much value with the sheesh. So he's all good. All drained there. But Bleed having a bit of a hard time trying to break on site right now, especially when you lost your smoker.
Definitely losing Maxi does slow things down a lot more longer than it's supposed to be as well. They can still try to entry and flash their way into the site, but they definitely will be trading out. Might be costly at the same time, it depends. They can find necessary hits, and that's going to be a great start. Well done, Darian, finding Bankai to shut him off here. There's no more recon dots or shock that's going to be, we'll be trying to get that information. But now it comes down to that 4v4.
Two people on Paper Rex's side pretty low. And Bleed has 30 seconds to decide where they want to go. Looks like it's through double doors. No, sorry. Looks like it's through tunnels into B.
What?
Sorry, I saw a little bit of a pixel hit there onto Davai. As he's got a trip onto Mind Freak already. Durian's finally unhinged. He's gotten the kind of tempo he needs for his team, especially for morale right now. Forsaken spots him. Yes, they saw the bullets coming in through tunnel, and they knew he was there. And Durian with a... Wait, was that a fourth? I believe it was a fourth. Ace right now, question mark.
Well, regardless, ace or not, Forsaken is definitely out of the picture, though. He thought initially he could have been ahead of the curve. I guess he is ahead of the curve here as he finds Darius and shuts him down. Yeah, I mean, he wasn't really healthy in the first place, but dang, he still got it regardless.
It's a one tap, a good flick by him. will deny the ace, but Darion did so much damage on the Paper X right now, and you love to see that. And Forsaken still has a lot of things to do on his plate if they want to run into him and disrespect him like this. Good thrifty round by Bleed will equalize the score. Still winnable for either of these teams. Legit.
Oh man, now we're slowly coming back to the first half of Icebox here, where both sides just trying to outmaneuver and outwit each other in certain scenarios and certain situations here. But most importantly is the fact that Darren has finally bring in the operator, right? Now conceding the fact that he has an operator is going to be quite crucial. Although yes, I'm still skeptical. I'm still not a fan of having an operator on the attacking side. On your duelist and entry fragger no less as well, because you sort of not be able to assist your team in the front lines. But let's just see how far Darren will be able to really bring this operator into play.
Yep, they got at least a 2-man stun there up at mid. Can't push through.
Here.
If anything at all, there's a smoke up there at double doors to prevent them from pushing in, maybe? Yeah. So Lenny will use that to check elbow. Think it's clear. They can actually look to push up, but there is one person up at Nest. If they don't smoke that off, they could be in a loads of trouble here. Still, everyone is kind of alive. B side, couple of stars being placed there. It's Mind Freak playing on site alone. Maybe Jing might want to just push this out. He's already popped that toward the force, seeing if he can get one at least with that.
Slow and steady definitely wins the race here. Blade Esports ensuring each man is definitely fulfilling their roles and checking in those respective corners and angles as well. But eventually we're going to be seeing quite the confrontation here, and Forsaken is going to be picked off instantly. He did at least manage to relay the information though. But now a quick rotation coming in from the side here for Bleed Esports as they plan to re-engage towards this B side. Toxic screen been set. Now everyone is hot on their heels to try to go for the reinforcement. Mind Freak trying to do his best with the respective utility to try to stall for time though. And Benkai was able to get the respective kill, and Mind Freak still finds it through the smoke as well. But the Viper Pit has finally been committed as well. Hunter's Fury as well to buy the necessary amount of time. But he gets to the backup side, and Mind Freak is going to find the rest of every player necessary as well to get the frag, to get the win. Paper Rex in the lead.
Call him a sidestep god, sidestep king, whatever you want to do for that. He lived, first of all, from the bullets. He sidestepped his own teammates. Hunter's Fury goes in, gets the freaking chamber behind. Oppi comes in and right-clicks the last person alive. What? This guy, he usually doesn't make the final cameras for clutches, but when he does it with style.
Yeah, in most scenarios, people like, if it was me in that situation, I would be panicking, but this guy is so casual. Oh, Hunter's Fury? Okay, back off, sidestep a little bit. Enemies, Viper Pit, no problem, go through it. Oh god, this guy is a man, but not as crazy as Darren was able to find a bit of a pick on Divide.
Quick opening here, and it's going to be a fast one. You are powerless. Are we really though? There's no one there on site there, but anyone who gets close ain't going to use abilities. Wall comes down in the meantime though, and Jake takes on Lenny as well as Lexi. I don't know if you're the corner lineup, but Forsaken comes in behind with double for himself. Lexi on the ground, helpless. Where Piff is coming a little bit too far up there from mid. He's at 27 HP, and not a lot of things to work with.
Definitely not. He doesn't even have the spike in hand as well, so he can't really dictate how the round is going to be like either way. We're not having the health or the man advantage. This man has to take this fight casually, but Forsaken is on the hunt, and he will get that 3K for the belt line. Paper Rex finally breaking out of this tiebreaker, bringing the scoreline to the 5-3.
Not a huge margin. Doable for Bleed by all means, to be honest.
True.
Yeah. And still got some of the economy to buy, although half shields here for Piff only. In terms of ult, we got Lenny. Hunter's Fury, but we got a double ult as well for Paper Rex. The wall and the Rolling Thunder. Can come in clutch if you want. Mind Freak has 7,000 creds, Jesus. Okay.
It's a rich boy for sure. Now starting things off, couple of jump picks, not going to be able to spawn anybody. Trying to see if he can force any rotation coming from the long side here, but none of the players coming from Paper Rex any more form of aggression. It's slowly dying down here. A lot more silent plays coming from the side here, masking their intention here. Bleed Esports still playing a little bit default because they're not buying this less aggression coming from Paper Rex because they have been experiencing it head on for like Not okay, maybe not for all 8 rounds, but at least 6 rounds. But they have been facing so much aggression coming out there, literally at the bomb side of the defenders as well.
Good right here though, instant flash out, Deryong will back out. Oh my god, the relay boat, the dash backwards into nothing. Forsaken doesn't get anything as well. The rest of Bleed is there for the support, but everyone still lives so far. Forsaken very, very low. We got Davai, he's gonna take out Lexi in the meantime, and he's gonna look and see if he can get another one. Never mind. Maxi 1 as well, Maxi 2. Now they got sight to get this plant. Very, very good advancement from Bleed here. Benkai actually got tapped from somewhere he didn't know. But on 70, Lenny gonna say hello to Jing. And right now there, Paper X is falling. Only Mind Freak left alive.
Mind Freak gotta play. We gotta repace for this one as well. He does have the cosmic divide, but I don't think we want to combine it, especially in this kind of situation. He can try to turn things around if he does force these fights into a 1v1 duel situation. Trying to whittle down the numbers and then slowly get into the bomb side. But I think with Bleed Esports, with no aggression coming up for them as they are trying to focus for that win, he falls back to save the weapon and try to fight for another round.
Dear God. He wants no part of that. Alright, goodbye. But it's just Jigo picking to see if he can get one. I don't know if you know Maxi is actually low, but
I mean,
I guess saving the weapon is more important as well.
I mean, to him, it's totally fine, right? As long as he survives being the Vandal around. He even dropped on the stick with the Penguin dab as well. He's totally cool with this, for sure. But 5-4, the Paper X are still in the lead. What you mentioned as well, it's not impossible for Bleed Esports to really turn things around.
Operator right now on Jing.
That's big.
But the round actually went to Bleed. Like I said, there was bank being built up on Paper X, but Bleed is bringing up the competition, not letting Paper X just completely run away with this by any means. No ult yet on Bleed side though. Forsaken does have overdrive again if he wants to use it. Go back, go crazy, go sexy, go sheesh. If you really want. Not really.
Oh, there it is. Jing finally making a statement loud and clear, revealing the operator pickup as well. Instant, just look at everyone just bypassing. Everyone's just like, yep, forget the operator, forget them at all. Move towards the B. But Mind Freak, who was immovable initially here, still standing strong, but not for too long. As Darren finally finds his mount with a vantage point on top of the rocks.
Yeah, but you got to be 2 people left alive, only on for Bleed side. The lineups though is going to try to hold the plant back just for a little bit so Deryong can get close. Let's see if he can isolate some of these kills. Unfortunately, Benkai a little bit better on that. Only Lenny, last man standing. It's coming in somewhere through tunnels. Just need someone to repick him right there. The scan is good, and they know he's going to be there. All these jump picks, though, just to try to spot him out. We got Jing coming out with a good flick onto him. Extending a lead 6-4. Yep, Bleed brought that close for that one. You got to give them credit for it. Yep, but Paper X just retook the side pretty well.
Jing with the operator really took them for a spin for sure. It really surprised them, caught them off guard with an operator pickup as well. Shutting down one of their main controller and Smoker on top of that too. This makes it a lot more difficult for them. Although a swift adaptation and decision was being made for the long side here for Bleed Esports. Well done, but sadly they couldn't really hold their own for too long as reinforcement was very swift. Like really swift. Mind Freak got one frag and instantly is like ringing on the comms. It's like saying, "Get everyone over here now!"
No, that's the thing. Like sometimes I want to like actually hear player comms because the pros they actually communicate on another level that is not usually done on even on just competitive queues per se, right? Yeah. And sometimes their comms are posted online. So if they have like their respective social medias, YouTube channels, Twitters or whatsoever, maybe you can just get get some insight of a pro player team name. So got finally the timeout being called there by Bleed. Oh, okay, we got the HUD right now to know who actually called that out. Obviously, it's got to be Bleed here. But operator still on Jing there. By the way, Mind Freak still hasn't used his Cosmic Davai.
I see where you're trying to go there, Xenoviper, and I like it, no question.
I'm not the first to say it, let's be real.
I know, but you're calling it now, so I still like it, no questions asked. Quick beautiful opening coming from Jing. Shuts down Maxi before he could even try to make a stance or even try to support his team in any form or way here. And that was only like, what, 5 seconds into the round, and instantly that loses Maxi. Jing definitely making that operator loud and clear. Now the problem is this: where is he gonna be trying to make his stand? They're still playing a little bit default as well towards the middle side because they have no idea where did he actually rotated back to.
Okay. Darion activated his dash. Got a drone that's coming out to main. Try to get some attention onto there. You see Darion can peek in. He spotted one at the back right there. It finally the Cosmic Divide is out, but still it's being traded out by the Vibe. But not before Lexi comes in and say hello as well to him. So got a 3 versus 3 situation. Jing still has the op. The plan will go down. It's going to be a post-plan situation right now. Let's see. Jing. Oh my god, there's 2 right there. It's somewhat of a shock dart, but the double peek, the second one from Piff is good. He's no TP nearby though. Anywhere he goes, I'm sure Bankai is ready for the flick. It's good as well, since Piff is relatively low. Got Forsaken coming in as well from main. They got to isolate this kill. The kill is good from Lenny. It was fine as well, but he will be concussed. The zoom in as well, and Forsaken will clutch it out. 7-4 right here. He got last round in there, and Paper X is going to start taking the inches a little bit further.
Oh no, Lenny tried. The funny thing about it was that he actually tried to react to the relay ball, right? But I guess in that situation, he actually bounced into the position. He also rebounds into the position where Lenny was actually trying to play around with, and ends up being staggered in that spot, paying with his life. Really unfortunate for that one. But still, Paper Rex in the lead again with a 3-point differential, 7-4. Definitely playing to further it as well, as this is the last round before the switch.
Great game so far being brought to us by Paper X and Bleed Esports all the way to game 3. If you guys missed it, the first round was Icebox Bleed's map, which actually they won, alright?
Yep.
And then second map, Paper X picked Bind. Of course, Paper X won that. That's why we are on the third map here, which was Breeze. And it's still a pretty close game so far. Okay, last round. Bankai is gonna just do some operator plays, just a little bit. Eh, no, sorry. What's the operator?
Bankai.
Yeah, okay. Okay, he bought 2 guns. Yeah, he's rich. Never mind.
He's rich here. The last round as well. No point saving it now. Forsaken was able to find Lenny, managed to pick him off. A great start for themselves. No! Bankai had his line of sight, but Darren was able to greet him first with the Guardian. Shuts down the operator, but that's not going to be the main threat at the moment.
Second one down, by the way. Forgot to mention this.
Oh, yeah.
Well, since Piz got one, every time when he pops that tour de force, he always takes down some of Paper Rex people. Here we go now. That's Overdrive. Let's see if we can find anyone right now too. And that will be Maxi down. See, look at that. Forsaken's got Overdrive. Go sheesh, my man. Come on. He still pops out the Vandal just in case. Checking out. I don't see no one's up there at elbow. But it's a 2 versus 3. Can they even afford to actually just wait for the plan? I think they can. Go play retake.
They definitely can, especially how big this map is. They have absolutely no idea where they're gonna be. Especially Forsaken, he's still constantly back and forth. Oh no, he decides to go towards spawn instead of chilling towards window. That's give them a nice time to actually go for the plan. But at least in this case, they have absolutely no idea where Forsaken is going to be here.
Spike planted. RNG failed. Lost the 50-50. But, oh no, if Forsaken looking out the wrong way. He was looking up on side where Lexi is sneaky push out right here now. It's going to be a 1 versus 3 situation. All right, if Bleed takes this, it's going to be pretty good. We're looking at 7-5 here right now. They're pretty low. Got knocked down to 69 HP. While the rest of the team members, very, very healthy. Yeah, he's going to attempt this Rolling Thunder. He can spot everyone at the back there. But the timing might be unfortunate for him as Lexi comes from behind.
What a crazy first half here, but this time Paper X is going to be in the lead for this one between these 2 teams. These 2 titans going head to head with each other here. It's absolutely crazy to me. But but the thing is, anyway, but the crazy thing for me is that what I find amazing is that this is not like this. All these games, all this gameplay right now is not based on any VOD preview, right? This is based on them telling Bleed, like Paper X telling Bleed Esports, say, I found a hole. I'm going to literally try to exploit this hole, and with their intuitively great understanding of how the meta game works and team composition here, they are continuing to find even more holes, exploit it further based on whatever information they actually get in these rounds.
Exploit hole. Yep.
Go, go, go.
An opening, basically.
Okay, yes, that's right. Got it.
What kind of hole are you talking about?
No, the cracks. We are explaining these cracks there. Look at that. It's so good. The relay ball gets 2, and so does he. But before we traded up by Lexi. That's good though. Wow. Just Neon is just so good. It's so fun. Not before Jing finally takes out Lexi as well. Gonna be a 4 versus 2 situation. The lineup is good. Is down to 40 HP. Do we see a second shot that coming? Nope. Lenny doesn't have it.
This is tough as well. They don't really have the man advantage, but at least it's still on pistol round. They just all they need is a quick tap to the head. But looks like Maxi is gonna be the one to find it first, but equally they traded back. Maxi, last man standing, 1v2. Doesn't really have the health to do it as well. Trying to fake it. The shotgun does comes in. He's 29 HP and he's trying to face the music by selling all out of notes and all out of stuff to dance, and that's gonna be the round for him.
Well, isn't that the logic of face the music? You're in trouble. Therefore, you face the music. And we ended with the Spectrum finisher too. You love the music. That's what he faced. I spent too much money on that.
Hey, no, it's not just you. It's just me. It's me as Mel, man.
Oh my god.
Ryan makes good skins. Really good
You
skins.
should. If you have not been to Zed's concert, you should. It's.
Don't remind me.
He came to Malaysia before.
Don't remind me.
Hopefully he comes back again.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm not gonna miss that one.
Hell yeah.
Either
push
way.
it. Yep.
Look at his aggression. Set up the wall. I love he did this this defensive peek first before fully committing as well to ensure that he's actually going through it without any resistance. Jing finds one, sprays him down with no mercy at all to set the pace, but instantly quickly traded things back. Forsaken is trying to set the tempo, set the foundation for the win, but Maxi goes for a quick swing around and catches Forsaken out in the open here.
But they know it's the last person left standing and he has nothing much to say about that. Out of nowhere, just Davai comes in, swings him, he's gone.
I mean, I guess you could say that's all Maxi has written in that round. 9-5. Paper Rex is literally just 1 point away here to get the double to the score lines here. Oh no.
Yep. Double digits one thing, but like Bleed's been keeping up with the score, especially on the first half here, but only on the second half, finding a little bit difficult to stop Paper X from just rushing in. That's just the power of Neon. Neon can just go completely unhinged if he really wants.
If that's the intention, then let's get it on for sure. Suppression Blade comes in. Wow, look at that info he got out of that one. Catches 3, instantly falls back. But that's just a temporary reset. They're still planning to get towards this A side here. But looks like everyone's fully committed for this as well. Fragment throws down to buy the time.
Okay.
And it's totally fine, Biff! A beautiful lineup as both Davai and Jinx picks at the same time, and it gets them both as well.
Yeah, I was saying already, camera on him, there's going to be a 3k on him as well. Now Mind Freak, can he get at least one? Can't control the spray, that's Lenny will take him down. It's only going to be Bankai last man standing. 5 players of Bleed still alive right now. Looking likely to take this one still, preventing Paper X from getting that 10-point mark, but they don't know where Bankai is. I need now.
I need now?
Hide me now, dude. Have you not heard that lyric?
Oh,
I'm done.
I heard I was like,
Sorry,
I
meant hide. But
why would
the
he...
trip from Chamber can spot him and kind of looking the wrong way. So Maxi will take it in a flawless Bleed. We'll take those, not losing any people. Every single point they can get against Paper X right now, they have to. Especially this is already map number 3. Okay, of this one score line.
Slow-mo, it's definitely going to be a little bit more of a slower pace fight. It's going to be placed down. I think at this point, like Paper X just sort of realized for the fact that for the past few rounds, not much picks or duels has been really forced out a lot from both teams, on both sides here, unless an engagement is actually really committed for it.
Pretty split.
Did it hear it?
Spike Kara is somewhere near
Let's
cannons.
play.
Oh, where is that coming from right now? Yeah. Jing is playing, going up to halls, I think. Yeah, that's what I can maybe see from the mini map. But they are very, 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 very split.
There's a lot of varies.
Yeah. They're nowhere close to each other just yet. Choosing to really play slow, hoping that Bleed will actually push out. But I don't think that's going to happen.
No. And the thing is this, right? When you're playing default, there's a lot of things going on in the mind, right? all the players have to be a lot more hyper focused here, and it can get quite exhausting as you try to keep track of everything in the game. Worst part, we're talking about Breeze, a massive map as well, but looks like a final engagement is coming in, and Piff from that corner is holding his ground and managed to find one in the process. Does TP away to safety though, but it's still a fight head on, and he wall bangs him mercilessly.
Lenny out of the picture just like that though. I would maul too if I got one bang like that. But through the midst of all,
30 seconds left.
we got 2 members left alive on Paper Rex though, as they need to get on site to get this plan. Maxi comes in from behind like this and makes it a double. Gets it clean. Gonna be 9-7 right now. Holy. It worked out well for Bleed on that one, only losing 2, I think. Yep. And now, Paper Rex on the eco. We call the timeout. They're not done. They're not done, dude. Bleed's not done.
No, they definitely needed this call out as well. And the thing is that they don't really have enough economy as well, so they are definitely going to be going for the eco. But most importantly is that before we had the timeout, we managed to spot something before the timeout happened, or before the score screen was disappeared. So the fact that Darren going in with the operator buy. Now it is Bleed Esports' turn to really drop the jaws of Paper Rex and surprise them with that operator pick. First entries, of course, is going to be the first pick off. The first pick off is going to be really important and going to be quite the grand opening for the side here for Bleed Esports. But that's of course the condition of if he hits the shot.
Operator, really important in this map so far. Maybe you might not even go that aggressive, but just being able to hold flanks, hold these really important angles, right? That's one thing. So I'm not, like you said, you got to surprise Paper Rex maybe, but Darion is also known to actually play this aggressively. Let's see if it actually works out for him. But then again, it's an equal round for Paper Rex. Yep. Bleed able to force them into this situation. But we saw Paper Rex turn a Thrifty into a win. Still could be anyone's game.
That is very true. Just need the necessary utilities, and most importantly, Davai has the Rolling Thunder. If they play this right, they can actually ride this wave and take the side. Forsaken popping in the skill to try to get into the lines of side to see if he can get an opening. And Aldrone does spot out Maxi as he plays behind the walls.
That's great there. In the meantime, Forsaken peeks out a little bit too far before Davai takes him down, of course. That's going to be a plot. It will be successful at least. Even out scoreline here, the lineup. Lexi will take out Davai. Darion train it right there in case someone pushes out, but it's going to be Lenny, but it's going to be Lennon out. Darion, for some reason, catches on to Jing. I did not see where that happened. Everything's a little bit happening too fast. Lenny with a double. Going to be Mind Freak left alive there. And he's going to be playing up there with Mind Freak with a double!
No
Through
way.
tunnels! That's absolutely no way! But he's actually trying to stick this defuse. He has to worry about this Maxi that's rotating right behind. But a good kill nonetheless, though. Wish I saw that.
Team.
Clean. 2 shots, 2 kills like that. It wasn't even like a wallbang or anything.
They really got surprised at that one. Out of the blue, Toxic Screen dropped down, and that goes 2 players at the same, 2 teammates at the same time. Like even from our point, just from one of our players' point of view, when he saw his 2 teammates die, they didn't even have time to actually check where they come from. It was just that swift. Well done to really try to force that rebuys coming down from Mind Freak here. But nonetheless, Bleed Esports, they're slowly catching up.
Kill them.
They're on their way, by the way.
9-8 is respectable, no matter what you guys think about it, though. Can you imagine giving Paper Rex still? The competition is close ever since VCT Stage 1 in the Grand Finals upper brackets. Here we go right now. That's a big entry in here, of course. Forsaken leaves unscathed. He will slide up away and will take out Lexi. Davai as well takes a 1. So Forsaken is down 33, but they've got sight. Letty also down. Piff and Darion left standing. The spike's up there at A. He will stack this plant. Oh my god, so many members so low on Paper Rex. Unluckers for Bleed.
Wow. And once again, just damn Bleed Esports just being caught off guard because of how close and personal that Forsaken likes to be in. But Darren also knows a thing or two about being close and personal as he brings in the operator and shot Jing down. But then again, time is not of the essence. Positioning-wise as well, man advantage, they also are not in their respective positioning. And Piff couldn't last long enough here and will lose his life. Darren cannot afford to lose the operator, but then again still sustained and survived despite Ben Kai on its way to shut him down. But Forsaken will be the one to have the final say, to literally be the final nail in his coffin.
Yeah,
as
but
well.
they deny him that operator save. The first kill was nuts, for sure. Wasn't expecting someone to peek out there, and he actually got the kill, but did not expect another Forsaken to be right there. Actually, he got the gun out as well, but I think Forsaken was just a bit faster on the trigger.
Yep.
So we definitely cannot discredit Durian for that. He got the most out of his operator, but just unfortunate that he lost it. Still able to buy it though, I think. Yeah, he got another one.
Literally, in that round, Forsaken really set the pace, right? He set the foundation, really get into the side there. Although, yes, he did almost lose his life in the process. He was like, what, 33 HP? As he went toe-to-toe with Lexi as well. But in the end, since he didn't, and Devi was also able to get rid of his target and objective as well, that really set the pace. But now there's a fresh new one.
Fresh like produce. By the way, they have a really nice scent to it, if you say the least. But what's fresh here though is some ultimates still going to come out here. But Lexi just needs one more point. Lenny as well. You just need one frag each. Alright, out of bleed. But the wall, like the Cosmic Divide, is up there now. Paper comes on behind, Lenny is ready. Forsaken gets severely punished for this. They're gonna stick this plant though, he doesn't check his behind. If someone swings out behind, he's gonna be in trouble. But the plant is gonna be fine. The drone came out a little bit too late though, but the Hunter's Fury is out, tags Benkai, and unfortunately Benkai is able to sidestep that pretty well. But Jing out of nowhere still gets 2. Down with 4 versus 3, make that a 4 versus 2. The retake looking like it's not gonna be possible for Bleed. Jing gets tagged out from behind. He's actually on side. He's gonna pop out his now command as well and try to get this done. Oh no, we got the Hunter's Fury. Doesn't matter though because it's done. The fight comes in hot and we'll be able to take this round from Bleed. 1 more point for match and 1 more point to win as well later.
Devi is definitely showing his supremacy on the side for sure. Absolutely nothing gets away while he's online and in the area as well. Well done coming from the big man himself. Forsaken, of course, setting up the play. And I love the fact that Lenny was able to address the situation, especially since Forsaken tried to do a flank for the side double doors. I think the information was sort of relayed to his, Lexi sort of relayed to Lenny saying like, Forsaken might be coming in, and Lenny was way prepared for it as well, despite the Cosmic Divide.
Truing. You know how Forsaken plays. Usually, not always playing with them though. Now they open. Okay, Forsaken playing with them. Now Piff gets addressed. Well, right little pocket cleared. Check back a little bit. Didn't really see it though because the fast lane was still up. But Lexi was down, I think. It's one at bridge, I think, because someone shot him right there. Yeah, he's actually really low. And that is actually Lenny. 5 members still alive up for Paper Rex there. Really wanting to take this match point if they can here. Do they really want to go super crazy? They can even open these doors if they want, but there's Durian up here with the dishwasher looking to do some dishes, but immediately shuts down like this. Oh my god, yep. Okay, Maxi got ran and Gan. Yeah, that's past tense for run and gun if you were wondering. Match point and potentially series point right now for Paper Rex.
I'm out of here.
Bleed got 4 more to try to equalize this.
Oh no. This is some crazy stuff, but this time it's Darren's. This time Darren gonna be taking up the operator for the second time in this second half. To see whether he can able to at least stop the bleeding that's coming in, because Paper Rex is constantly reopening all their wounds here, and they are slowly bleeding out.
They really are. There's actually no other way to say this. Okay. All right.
That's the one.
That's the one we're talking about. Good opening frag to start. But that's only a Jing.
Yeah.
And he's playing Sentinel, but that way your flanks are no longer being watched. But everyone's up there playing up there. Cave, up at shop as well. I didn't know the operator's there. All right, now Lexi can be stunned there, I think, most likely. Forsaken, not really checked. Okay, no, he's probably fine. Picks out immediately, gets it onto Pip before he falls. Look, he made his death, like, fallible at least, right?
Right.
It's not like he didn't kill anyone and he's down. 3 on 3 right now. Looking at this rotate. The smokers for both teams are still alive. That's the pretty crucial part. It's just more like who can actually get somebody's timing right now. Oh, Lenny, he needs to get this 50-50 though. Benkai still gets it onto him right now. That's great to see. My biggest spell spots out Max. He's going to be Durian left standing. Now B is free for the taking right now. And Durion, yeah, I think Mind Freak spotted him. I don't think he wants to make this pick. Yep.
Oh,
Don't switch cameras. You got to see it right there.
Oh, man.
My God. And it is over, ladies and gentlemen.
Win.
The grudge match is done for now. No one's going to get eliminated here because this is just round robins. We are playing for points. But the series is finally done. Bleed dropped 1-2 against Paper X. And Paper X still the dominant one amongst these all. Still though, I really think that Bleed put on a good show, if I may say the least.
definitely for sure. Really beautiful stuff and amazing stuff coming out from both of these two teams. Bleed Esports in particular as well. This massive and I mean really great synergy coming from it, despite like only being able. I mean, sure, there's screens behind the scenes for sure, but coming back from APAC Challengers playoffs and now back in stage number 2 as well with this new team roster as well. It seems pretty solid. There's more potential for growth as well, but at the moment here, they still haven't taken that win off of Paper Rex. But hey, you know, on the bright side of things, they at least managed to take one map off of them. That's the current state of things now.
And it was a good one as well. Yeah, they at least they won their own map pick.
Yep.
So Paper X still kings maybe of Southeast Asia for now.
Supremacy, yes.
Yeah, supremacy is one thing, but like let's take a look at some of these plays to remember this by. I remember the slide right into Piff. It was hilarious with a triple too. Like literally, I think Piff, don't sleep on this guy. You know, big man from Sweden along with Maxi to join the Bleed roster. And he really puts out the score right now too. It's just that I think the map, the score, it was really close at one point here. Oh my god, the sidestep god from Mindfreak. I cannot believe this. It was great. Anyway, that is Mindfreak. We know about them, right? It's just that like when Bleed has played now against Paper X again after a long time coming, you know, I'm not sure if they've actually played this kind of scrims, but I really think over the time improved, they have actually improved a lot, to be fair.
I mean, their growth is never gonna stop, right? It's gonna keep going. They can only get better, right? Like what you said as well just now. There's the only way to go is up, right? There's no way for them to go back down, and I don't think they plan to go back down. And the crazy thing about it, even if they were to fall, they will still bounce back up and get even better. Well, it's not this year, like last year's Masters Iceland. They got this year's Iceland. They got the top 4. They literally went total with the best of what what international Valorant has to offer here.
All good.
So really great stuff coming up for Paper Rex. Bleed Esports definitely looking very solid as well. Can't wait to see how it's going to be going later in the playoffs.
Wait, Paper Rex is actually only 2-0 right now. Is this their second game?
Yeah,
we need to actually take a look at the standings later. Whereas like
it is their second game.
Bleed is now 2-1. It's still a respectable score because they need to still play against at least how many? 1, 2, 3, 4.
They had to fight 7 teams here, so
4 more people at least.
Correct.
Yeah, 4 more teams.
4 more teams, 4 more best of 3s here. But either way, this is Paper Rex's second game, and they're closing out with 2-0 here. And of course, I believe Alex is definitely planning to have a perfect streak in the group stages here of 7-0. But we'll just see how well it goes later on. But either way, this will be the only time we will ever see Paper Rex going toe-to-toe with Bleed
Davai
Esports
MVP. Sorry, let's just talk
into
about
the group stage. Yeah, Davai MVP.
Davai MVP on a breach in Breeze. You have got to be kidding me.
I kid you not, sir. I'm no joker.
Breach and Astra. I mean, I'm not sure if that's actually their standard pick. All right, maybe I need to go back and check some stats real quick. But Astra and Breach, just saying. I usually don't see a Breach that often on a let's say on a map like Breeze. So I'm gonna have to do some stat check and see how effective it is on there. But regardless, though, 8-13, still a respectable score. The score line today has been 13-7, 13-3, and 8-13 right now. So like, it's good. I really can't think that Paper X having these kind of real international experience still comes back to Southeast Asia, and anyone who goes up against them will be able to kind of get a true idea of how like world tournaments are kind of feel like. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard for us to also scrim outside of like Southeast Asia because of maybe ping difference, things like that.
Yep.
So it will be big honor, especially if you could play against international teams and also play against teams that have international experience.
Yeah, definitely for sure. It's great stuff coming in from these two teams here. But it has been a long